Yom Kippur is one of the most important and unique days in the Jewish calendar. While we may think of Yom Kippur as a solemn and difficult day, our sages actually refer to Yom Kippur as a very joyous and spiritually uplifting day. In fact, Yom Kippur is linked to the most joyous day of the year, Purim. The name Yom Kippurim literally means a day like Purim. So how can we reconcile these two concepts? Well, Jewish sources teach us that each of us has a soul, but we don't just have a soul, we are a soul. The soul is not just an aspect of ourselves or of a component of our body. It's in fact our very essence. Yom Kippur is a time when we realize we are in fact spiritual people, trying to uplift our physical experience. One of the laws of Yom Kippur is that we cannot wear leather shoes. We take off our comfortable leather shoes and we put on our slippers or our sneakers. Why do we take off our shoes? Rabbi Shmuel Reichman quotes the Nefesh HaChaim and he explains the following. The body uses a shoe as a way of traveling through the world, of navigating different landscapes. The lowest part of our bodies resides in our shoe, which allows us to walk around. It provides protection. The relationship between our body and our shoe is the same exact relationship between our soul and our body. We all have angelic souls. We have a neshama. Our bodies are a container, like a shoe, which allows us to interact with the world, move around, and reach our potential. Interestingly, the word for shoe in Hebrew, na'al, also means lock, because the shoes lock our feet in and allow us to walk around. So too our body locks in our soul and allows us to navigate the physical world. On Yom Kippur, we remove our shoes, which represents transcending our physical bodies. It's a day of the year when we completely free ourselves of our physical limitations. We embrace our angelic selves. We don't eat, we don't drink, we wear white, we spend the whole day in shul and in meditation and in prayer. The central theme of Yom Kippur is tshuva, repentance. Tshuva literally means return. On Yom Kippur, we return to our ultimate roots, to our spiritual and perfect soul. While the physical world can be destructive if misused, the ideal is not to completely ignore the physical, but rather use the physical in order to reflect and to be something higher. Our goal as human beings is not to escape the physical, but to use it as a means of connecting with the spiritual. In this week's parsha, Moshe in his last speech says, Ha'azinu hashamayim va'adabera, v'tishma ha'aretz imrefri. Listen, O heavens, and I will speak. May the earth hear the words of my mouth. Why does Moshe speak to the heavens and then the earth? Well, Moshe's words remind us that even though on Yom Kippur we enter into spiritual highs, we're uplifted into angels. We have to remember that when we refresh our lives and make new goals, whether they're about our commitments, our behaviors, or our relationships, let's bring them down to our level and make them relevant and practical for everyday life. Let's bring the spiritual into this world. Wishing you all a Gmar Chatima Tova. May you and your families all be inscribed for a happy, healthy, and successful new year.